The brightness of this day has given me the opportunity to bring you this video. Welcome back to my channel, Winging It with AC. My name is AC. So I literally just got home. I was hoping to record this video in the car, but I wasn't able to. And so please forgive me if the lighting is not as bright as you would like for it to be. And as you can hear Cuckoo crying, that's why I wanted to do it in the car, but it was too dark outside. So I'm just going to do this video quickly. And this is going to be based off of my previous video that I posted about hiring a live out nanny. Now, Kudirat Shat 3650 asked me a few questions, 3 questions in that video that I decided that I would answer as a video entirely on its own. So this video is not going to be that long. Now, the first question is, how did you go about hiring the live out nanny? Was she a recommendation from someone or from an agency? So our live out, right now we have a live-in nanny, but the nanny who took care of Sam was a live out nanny, and we got her through my husband's friend's mom. So basically through a recommendation from somebody, and she attended the same church as my husband's friend's mom, and so she recommended her to us. She was an older lady. She was in her 50s, or she is in her 50s at the time that she was working for us, but we navigated through a few hiccups here and there, but she was really good with Serum right from the start. So she was a good person. How did you cope with, so this is the second question, how did you cope with leaving your home in the hands of someone new and then your baby as well? Were you worried that the person could destroy or steal anything or even hurt your baby? If yes, how did you deal with it? So first off, we got cameras. So we had 3 cameras. We actually still do have the cameras in the house. We had 3 cameras, one in the living room, one in the hallway. So that one was overlooking the entrance into the house and a bit of the bathroom area, like the common space where the bathroom was, and then the common space where the fridge, freezer, ironing table was, and then we had one in the kitchen. So that pretty much sums up where we had the cameras, and we told her that she couldn't use any of the rooms. So like initially we're going to tell her that, oh, if she wants to put him to sleep, she could go and put him in the guest room, but we're like, that puts her out of sight of the cameras. So everything was done in the living room and in the kitchen. She was mostly in the living room with him where we could see. So the name of the cameras we use is called WYZE. I think I'll try and leave it on the screen or in the description box. WYZE or something like Wise cameras. And so you have the app on your phone where you can log in and see what is going on at home real time, and it also has a feature where you can actually talk to whoever is there at the time. It wasn't easy adjusting, so it was something I prayed about. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that me and prayer, we are friends. It's something I started praying about. One of the things I prayed about specifically was that God would bring us somebody who would love my baby the way I, of course, it can't surpass the way I love my baby, but like the way I would take care of my baby, or who would love my baby and take care of my baby the way she would her own child or her own grandchild. In this case, she had grandchildren. I'm worried if she would destroy or steal. Destroy, no. Steal, no. I think in the beginning, I was locking our bedroom door, but eventually I stopped. That did not go on for weeks, honestly. I don't know. But I don't know how to explain how I felt, but I think the fact that I could just watch her on the camera and see what was going on at any given point in time was okay for me. It also helped me to know some of the reports that she would give, like when we were first weaning Serum, she was like, oh, he didn't really eat the food, he didn't really eat the food. So one day I sat down and I watched, and I was like, but he has at least taken like 16 to 20 spoons of Tom Brown, which to me is progress. So I don't know what amount you were expecting him to eat, but it's fine. And with the kind of person she was, even though some people can deceive you, we just were comfortable with her, and she turned out to be great with serum. Question number 3. How long did you have the live out nanny for? At what age would you recommend that a baby is taken to school rather than being cared for by a nanny? So we had her for 2 years. Serum started school when he was 2. So we basically had her for almost 2 years, because she came in to start taking care of Serum when he was 3 months or 3.5 months, I think. 3.5 months. Now, actually, let me go back to the previous question in terms of how you can also adjust to being comfortable with a person. In the initial, I think 3 weeks or so, she was going to my mom's house and we were taking serum there, and so my mom was keeping an eye on her while she was taking care of serum. So if you are not comfortable even with cameras and you just want another person there, I know a close friend who did that with her child as well. So she was always taking the child and the nanny to another older person, family friend's house when she was away, so that that older woman would keep an eye on the nanny and her child. That's what made her comfortable. Some people, based on how you feel, you're comfortable enough with watching the cameras. So in the beginning, that's what we did. So I would get a report from her, I would get a report from my mom on how serum fed during the day. My mom was able to teach her and everything. My advice is that if you want to get a live, even either a live out nanny or a live-in nanny, get them as early as possible. So yeah, about to give birth, if you can even get them before you give birth, that would also be helpful, so that depending on when you know you're supposed to resume work, maybe if you can give yourself 2 months to resuming work or 1 month to resuming work, so that you use that time to train the person how you want the person to take care of your baby. That would help a lot, rather than the person coming in a week to when you're supposed to resume or a few days to when you're supposed to resume. So you should definitely factor that in when considering the hiring of a nanny. Okay. So yes, we had her for almost 2 years when Corona hit. So we had her for even less than a year, and then Corona hit. So we had her stay home for about 2 months, I think, when we went into lockdown, and then in the month of May. So we had a resume in June, because I had to go back to work and my husband had started working from home, so he needed help with caring for Serum while he was working from home. So she resumed in June, and then we had her until the following year, May, when he turned 2, and we decided to send him to school. So that's about it. At what age would I recommend that a baby is taken to school rather than big? Honestly, I don't have a recommendation. For me, school is also about money, okay? Because honestly, the fees you pay and everything is way more than, I mean, in terms of the paying a nanny, depending on how much you decide to pay your nanny. Most people would recommend 2, because then at that age the children have gotten all of their important immunizations, and vaccinations before starting school. Some people would say 3, because nowadays the schools, they're not allowing the children to just learn through play. Everything is now by force, rights and all of those things. So look at your finances, look at your work schedule, look at your family dynamics, and use that to make a decision. Okay. Yeah, I think I have answered all the questions. And then she ended by saying, keep doing the good work that you are doing. I watched your videos all through my pregnancy and I learned a lot. It made things easier for me, and that makes me so happy when I hear such things, and I know that my videos are not in vain. They are helping people. I had another comment, which was that also has to be a video on its own. The question was from Anne-Marie Bochi 8291, which says, can you give pros and cons of live-in versus live-out nannies, please? So that's going to be a separate video, so watch out for that video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.